Okay, Aquarius. So your spread, when I first started putting out your tarot cards, I noticed the blue, and then the blue, and then the blue, and then the blue. And I'm like, okay, interesting. Um, so what I'm getting for your message is a reminder that what you focus on is what you see. Okay, and my guides are using the word dream right now. In the book, The Four Agreements, they kind of call like each I haven't read the whole book, so don't quote me on this, but um, everyone's reality is kind of like their own dream, right? And what you focus your attention on, that's what the universe is going to bring in front of you, okay? So with the hostilities card in reverse, what I kind of got was if we're focusing on the negative, if we're focusing on conflict, especially if we have fear of conflict, this could also, they're kind of giving me like vibes of watching the news and seeing all the violence and stuff that's going on. When we focus on that, more of that seems to appear as evidence, right, of that belief, okay? So it's funny because they wanted me to show you, so I got this little book at a yard sale, and it's about different experiments that you can do with the universe, okay? And one of them, basically you decide what color card that you want to see, and they say like maybe pick something that you don't normally see. So in the book, I think they picked gold, or somebody picked gold in a forum, and they started to see gold cards because you don't see that often, at least not where I am. I picked turquoise because I don't usually see that. And I mean, I think I did that like a year ago, and I'm still seeing turquoise colors like everywhere. Okay, but it's funny because when I went outside to get this book, just before starting your video, I heard this song, and my mom's listening to this kind of hit list radio. I haven't heard that song in forever, and I just played it with my boyfriend like a couple of weeks ago, and now I just keep hearing it, and I hadn't heard it in years. So that's what they're kind of saying here, right? It's like, again, when you think about a friend or someone you haven't talked to in a while, and then all of a sudden they message you, okay? There's something there, right? What we're focusing on. Where our attention goes, energy flows, right? But it says that, but then they were saying energy grows, right? So it's kind of like, what do you want to grow in your life? Where do you want to put the energy, right? So with me, they're showing me and working on being healthy, and it's kind of like, am I going to put all of my energy into beating myself up and dieting and hating myself because of how my body looks? Or am I going to put that energy into focusing on putting more nutrition in my body, feeling better about myself, maybe giving myself positive affirmations, okay? And that's what they're saying here. Now, I don't want to go too deep into it, but I received some news like a couple of weeks ago that kind of flipped my life around, and all these fears started rushing in. There was no really positive thought. It was all fears. And I know I had to embrace it and feel it, but there was a certain point where I was like, I don't want to experience this anymore. I want to enjoy my life, and I need to start focusing on positive things and things that bring me joy. And when I started to do that, then my life started to get better again, okay? So, the Garden and the Gate card is in reverse, so we're not stuck. We're never stuck in life is what my guides like to remind me, even though sometimes we feel that way, and I feel that way a lot. But they're saying, focus your attention on what it is that you desire. Focus your attention on the happier things, okay? It's okay to think about negative things, to have fears about maybe violence that's going on in the world, or being fearful of having a conflict with someone. But if we kind of stew in that, we're missing out on our lives, right? So what they're saying here is let's try to focus on positives. Okay. Let me see. So, So I remember one of my friends telling me when I was just like so overwhelmed what was going on in the news, and she said, you know, my mother always told me when you're watching the news and there's disasters and everything, look for the helpers, right? So you can see the best of humanity and the worst of humanity on the news, right? If we focus on the best of humanity, it's not that we are going to ignore the people that are doing bad things, but we want our energy to build and to grow. So are we going to focus on the negative as much, or are we going to focus the majority of our energy on love, on positivity? Okay, so it's interesting. This card keeps coming out in reverse, and a lot of the messages that I'm receiving for this week especially is you're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing that you're doing wrong. They're just saying if you can think of areas in your life that maybe you've been focusing on more negative things and trying to turn that around. Okay, so with the Four of Cups in reverse, so someone's thinking, I'm not receiving what it is that I desire. That's been coming up in a lot of the readings, and I've been feeling the same thing as well. I get frustrated. I'm like, angels and guides, I work so freaking hard. What, like, where is it already? Okay, and they're like, I understand it's difficult, but if you can start focusing on what it is that you have received, even if they're little, okay, just being thankful for that, right? So the focus, it's all about your focus, okay? Now with the strategy card, it has journal at the top. Even just journaling, so for some of you, maybe you'll benefit from writing down a couple of things a day that you're grateful for. That can help put you in a better mood. Journaling what it is that you want to happen that's positive. Journaling about positive things that you saw. So again, seeing people coming together. So maybe there was a natural disaster and seeing the community come together to help take care of those who have been displaced. Okay, and that's what they're saying here, Aquarius. Whatever it is that you want to see more of, let's focus more on that. And I know it's easier said than done. When I was working on changing my focus for my weight loss, from beating myself up to loving myself and taking care of myself, do you think I was perfect at it? No. I'm still, there's still times where I need to stop and refocus, okay? But what they're saying here is, let's grow whatever it is that we desire by putting the positive energy and the positive thoughts into it, right? Let's focus on the positive. So even if something negative happens, right? Okay. Or they're kind of like, look at Jenna's foliage. Somebody could be like, ew, that's fake. That's fake. And I could be like, you know what? I think it's pretty. It's pretty. It's something like that. Like there's a lot of people out there, and you probably know them, that everything that comes out of their mouth is negative, right? And I just feel sorry for them. And I used to be a person like that. I absolutely did. But it's been taking me some time to become a more positive person. And when people started telling me, like people that don't even know each other, and they're like, you're a really positive person. I'm like, I am? What? But it takes practice, Aquarius, okay? So if we are saying affirmations, if we are giving gratitude, if we are doing this, if we are doing that, like, first of all, don't kill yourself doing that. Like, do not push yourself to do things that you don't want to do. This should be more enjoyable, okay? So I'm not a big fan of affirmations, but I am a big fan of, if you think something negative, maybe cancel, clear, delete, and flip the script. So if I say, I could say, oh God, I ate too many carbs today. And my guys are like, who the hell cares? I could always say, I'm going to eat healthier tomorrow. Even if I don't feel anything good about today, I can always say, you know what, I'm going to eat healthier tomorrow. And you know what, I'm going to eat some more carbs tonight. And I don't care. We will eventually get to that point, Aquarius. But I don't want you to push yourself with this. I just want you to focus on, they're saying, even if you focus on one tiny little thing that's positive in your life, and watch the positivity grow. Watch that light grow. It's like watering a seed and then watch it spread out, but something real, not fake, like my little plant here that you can't really see much of. That's okay. Okay, Aquarius, so you know what? If you need help, ask your angels and guides. Where's the best place for me to start? Because they're making me feel like, listen to your intuition. You might already know where you've been having negative thoughts and feelings, and how to make them grow. Okay, so they're saying, for some of you, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I want to be yet. And just that one little added word can change a lot. Okay. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I see you in the next one. Bye.